My name is Steph, and I've realized I'm a hoarder. You guys have helped me declutter. And when I say you guys have helped me, you guys are inspiring me to more and more. After that last video where we did all the tools, I realized, I feel like I've been doing decluttering forever, but we're seriously decluttering now. Not just going through stuff and thinning the hoard. But today is gonna be pins, or writing utensils, I guess. I do have a problem with pins because I love them so much. I don't know why. I know your minds are gonna be blown at how many pins and writing things we have in this house. And they've gotta go. I've got a problem. That's probably gonna be my worst one. But the biggest hoard will be pins. Because I love them. I just love them. And I never write anymore. I mean, it's so stupid. It's really not like when you're working and you're writing all day long every day, like in an office, you get your pins you like and you do all that stuff. And you do have to have pins around all the time, but it's not the same job. Our lives are changing, things are different, and it's just pointless for some of the things that we have been hoarding or used to hoard. So it's time to let some things go. So it's gonna be a tough process, but you guys are so cute and supportive and nice, and a lot of you guys are dealing with the same thing. So join us on our declutter battle. And some of you guys have been inspired and you're gonna do it too. So let's do it together. So some of the things that are more hoardy than others, we'll film them and you guys can see how embarrassing we are. Use these. These are my favorite pins in the world. I'll keep one box of these. I think if we go through pins in this house, I can't even tell you how many we're gonna find, but it's gonna be, oh my goodness. We should count them just because I think it's gonna be insane. Honey.
Yes.
How many writing utensils will we find?
500.
I was thinking like 1,000.
I'm always more conservative, so 500.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start gathering all those and we'll count them. And anything counts, Sharpies, everything. And we'll just keep 10 Sharpies, okay, 5 Sharpies, and a box of pins.
How about 2
handle it?
Sharpies? Keep 2 Sharpies.
Uh-huh. And that's it?
And you said a box of pins?
Well,
when's the last time you had to replace a pin?
all the time, I feel like.
When did you have to replace a pin?
I do
seriously.
sometimes throw them out.
Mine disappear for some reason.
Oh, mine disappear all the time. I have a hoarding problem.
I know you
With
do.
especially
That's why
things
it's
that
gotta
we
be,
can't seem to find ever, which would be scissors, tape measures,
You know why it
apparently.
can't be found is because there's too much stuff.
There's too many, I know.
If we have very little stuff, we will know where everything is. But I think you just need 2 pins and 2 pencils. Seriously.
I think that we never use
when one
pencils.
of
We
your
don't need
pins-
any pencils.
Like you got 2 pins, when your pin disappears and you only have 1 left, get another pin and you'll always have 2. Seriously. How hard is that?
We have to keep one near the kitchen.
No,
There's
you
places
don't.
that we're, yeah,
And walking is good for us. Walking from room to room.
but I'll
is
never
good.
put it back.
Walking from room to room
Or will
is
I?
better than not walking. Like that could be actually have people be more active, especially as people get older. You want to not be sitting around. You want to just, oh, I need a pin. I got to walk 10 feet to get it. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
I think I'm right. And I think that we did just a little bit so far and that feels good.
It does.
And there's so much more to do.
I did have to go.
Great.
I did have to go fish out one screwdriver.
Oh my goodness.
By the way, it
Oh
went to
my
our,
goodness.
I know.
I knew it.
No, it was for the Ring doorbell. It had its own screwdriver.
But
and
out
a
of all
little
those ones
thing.
you have in those little kits, you couldn't make something work.
I
Or
probably
did you
could have.
buy it? Oh, then you probably
It came
couldn't.
with it, and I knew that it fitted exactly. And our doorbell went offline for some reason.
Okay,
and I
well
had to reboot it.
that's forgivable
Okay.
because it is specific
I
to that.
also
But it's not forgivable.
Fished out one tape measure.
See? It's not forgivable if
And I want
another
2
one
more
works.
pairs of scissors.
It's not forgivable if another screwdriver works.
I know.
Let's get rid of it.
I know.
And somebody else can use those tools. But it's it's going to get sparse around here, and we're going to enjoy
I'm
our
gonna
environment
really
more.
enjoy it. I
know.
really will.
Once it's, imagine us having like an oasis of nothing.
I would
And we'll
love
just
it.
be so relaxed. It'll be great.
I can't wait for you guys to see how many pins we have. It's gonna blow your mind about our pins. I came out to the garage to get pins and stuff that were there. And look, it's not just me. Somebody else has gotten out a tape measure. Oh, I have to find the one pin. Is this it? No, that's a good pin though. The one that shocks is a shocking pin. I gotta keep an eye out for that one because that's a prank pin. That's a fun pin to have. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. We also have a lot of these. Pencil. Post-it. Okay. Let's keep looking. These tend to dry out all the time. These are from Linda Stark, not hers that dry out, but the ones that we have. So I'm gonna stick them in here, but we are keeping several of these because we need them for dry erase and they always dry out, so. Doubt we'll keep any mechanical pencils, so that'll probably go. Oh my. That's a shocker pin, but I don't think that's the one, but that will work. I'm gonna put this in the, I don't want to touch it. Okay, it's not just me. This is how many pins I found in Steve's end table. His bed nightstand. Like, but they're in every book, so I'm gonna give him a couple. Well, I'll grab them when it's time. Okay, we stopped, for the most part, trying not to sell on eBay. So all these things in here that we used to use so much definitely are not necessary anymore. It's a letter opener. I guess I'm donating that. This toothbrush I clean with, I'll get rid of it. More and more and more tweezers. Because you use these a lot when you're reselling stuff. But definitely don't need all those. Oh my gosh, this is so pathetic. Okay, these kids are gonna have a field day. Okay, come look.
Wow. It's just your pins.
I know.
Holy
No,
moly.
that's, what do you mean just mine? I dug
That's
through
not-
your drawers too. There are some,
Very, very few are going to be mine.
oh, I think you'd be surprised at how many were
I
yours
do
too.
like these though.
I know you do. You got a hoarding problem too. You had a ton of them in your
Oh.
nightstand.
Because I use them and then they go,
I use mine too.
I wait.
But you could keep one or two, one
That's fine,
Sharpie.
then. I highlight stuff so I can remember when I'm reading.
I know you have stuff in like every book too. There's
I don't care,
probably
as
one
long
in
as there's
there.
one, I'll be fine. Man,
Okay, do you want
this
to?
is ridiculous. That's a construction pencil.
I know.
Give that to Mike or donate either one. Mike's probably like, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, I saved this pencil for you. That's pretty bad.
I also found one more scissor and then a couple small scissors. And then these little scissors that I stole back out are going back in because I have a problem.
Hi, Putty.
The counterfeit pins, we'll just keep one.
Oh, that actually is something we need, though.
Oh, I know. That's how we feel about everything.
No, but these we can get ripped off if we don't have these.
I know.
Don't you think?
Yeah, but we never bring them with us. I mean, we have them there. We never use them.
We can give one to.
Well, all of these are going to go to Katie's class. I just texted her and said, do you guys need pens? Because apparently we're hoarders.
Perfect. I think there is about 500 in there.
I'm still sticking with 1,000.
1,000? Either one is bad.
Hey, how many pens do you use? Do you use any? Oh, cutie. You're so cute, Putty. Okay, I'm going to start counting. I'm going to just start sorting these and counting them, and then we'll pick what we want. But, forewarning, I'm keeping this pack of pins because this is my favorite. Yes! This is my favorite pin in the whole wide world, and all the pin places that we had pins will get replaced with one of these.
Okay, here's the thing. You're the one who brought this up. You're the one that said, hey, let's declutter and do all that stuff and you said, because I don't want to become a hoarder. That's what you said.
I have hoarder tendencies, apparently.
So I said, hey, I'm down with it too. So you don't need a box full of pins. You could have a couple pins.
I'm going to.
Pick me a nice one pin out, and I'll take one pin.
That's not enough for you.
One highlighter. Well, you're going to have a couple. So, and I'm really not using a pen all the time. I like to highlight when I read.
And out in the gym, you need one good pen.
And I've got one in there. It's been going forever.
Oh, I already threw it in here.
Are you kidding?
I replaced it with one of these. You're in pin heaven?
No.
You can pick out what you want.
I've had one pin out there for a year. That I don't mind if you go and say, hey, I'm taking all your stuff, but don't take the one thing that I'm using every single day.
It looked like it was almost out of ink, but here's a replacement for it. I dug this back out.
If it runs out of ink, you know I need it every day. I would take it and say, hey, I need another pen.
But wouldn't you rather have this one, this pen that I introduced to you?
I don't know now.
Amazing.
That's fine. Take my pen.
You can have two pens out there.
No, I don't need them all out there. I had one good one. I'm just saying.
I think it was like this pen.
There was no... Whatever it was, there was no reason to
It's the kind
get rid of it.
like gets gel on you and you hate it.
The point is, I have one pen out there. I don't have a bunch of pens out there. I don't have a bunch.
You
I just
did,
have one.
actually. There were a lot.
You did probably put them there.
No.
Listen, don't be attached to this stuff. We can't be attached to this stuff. Let it go.
Do we need any colored pencils? Any highlighters?
If something pops up in our life that we need to, maybe, but we could buy them. Let's get them as needed. By the time we need this, these will be dried out and never have been used.
That's true.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Man.
You're just upset about that pin in the garage.
I think it's absurd that my one pin is gone. I really do think that's absurd because I would have said, yeah, I got a pin.
Oh, it's not gone though. It's here. You can pick out which one you want.
I will walk into the garage and get my one pin and bring it into the house. I'll do that. I don't have a problem with it. I want to walk around.
You'll have one next to your computer and one at your
I don't want that. We talked about moving around, like using our bodies and walking.
It will never get put away. It might, but I don't think so.
Well, if you're forced to walk around the house, that's healthy. It'll get you to stand up. I'm not saying you, but
no, I'm just saying, look how much I walk around looking for my coffee cup and my phone every day. It's a lot of walking because I can never remember where it was.
What's this? This is going to be fun going through the house because we are going to end up having one cup for all our drinking. And we'll have some for the kids and guests, but we'll have our one cup. We're going to get freaking minimalist. So don't get married to this stuff when what's coming up soon is going to blow your mind. The other stuff that you might really be attached to.
We shall see.
I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. You said to do this.
It'll feel good, and I agree. It's just a process for my brain.
It's going to feel real good when we are just like...
We got one pin.
We could look around, and the only thing we see is things we want to see, and we can
It'll be nice.
We can breathe. Oh, I can't wait.
Honey, do you have any idea how many flashlights we have in this house?
Several hundred. Several hundred, I'm sure. You can give some away.
I got to start counting. These are my favorite type of pen, the gel. I have this many. We found these though, to be honest. Many packs of these. This is just how many ghetto regular pens we have. That's not very many. Some highlighters, but look at these. That's our Sharpies. In other countries, I think they asked what Sharpie was. That's the black permanent markers. like you write on boxes and stuff with. And I write most things with that, like Christmas cards, or if I had to write something, I'd write with a Sharpie. I like that. These are just our weird miscellaneous pens. I'm gonna see if I can get Steve to use this if the battery's not dead. Oh yeah, it still works, but not super strong, I don't think. But there is another one here somewhere. And then these are a dry erase. Okay, grand total.
Of pens?
Uh-huh.
Of all of these things?
Yep.
500.
No, we're both over.
200?
338.
That's still a lot.
It is a lot.
It feels like 500.
Look how many Sharpies.
Think about that. 338.
We have 67 Sharpies,
Wow.
not including these dry erase things, just Sharpie brand.
That's hoarding.
That's total hoarding. I like these highlighters that you're like,
I
oh,
love those highlighters.
I know. Do you want to keep 3? I'm going to keep.
I don't want to keep any because you know what? I would rather that many kids get these pens and
We're
highlighters.
keeping 3 highlighters.
Since you tried to drag, you're already saying you keep it 3, and you
No.
tried to make it like my decision.
I'm checking them. I'm checking them first, and if the 3 work and they seem like they're new, they're going in. The rest are going in to donate.
This is a good thing we're doing.
It is. It feels
Like
good.
seriously, imagine
Look at the gel pens.
imagine when Katie gets all these.
These are good ones too.
Yes.
Like I just give her all the ones we find. We haven't been finding a lot because Staples closed.
That's really good, man.
Yeah, and
I'm happy
she's
with it.
a junior high teacher, and her kids never have pens ever. So she's gonna love it. And they're not gonna be
She's
picky
gonna
about
give
whether
this
it's
to
gonna
other
work or not.
teachers. They'll probably spread
Probably put them
it out,
in the room in
and
there.
everybody will have a pen.
Yeah. Okay, so dry erase. Should we keep just
No.
like 1 or 2, or should we keep this kit and then get rid of all the rest? Get rid of the kit.
When's the last time we used dry erase? We need
Only
to
when
come
we
up-
play games.
We either need to watch a video on a formula that they use, or we need to come up with our own saying, hey, if we haven't used this in X amount of time, we should get rid of it.
We have
Whatever
to
the
keep
product
2
is.
dry erase for games. I use pens all the time, especially at year end when I'm doing, I only need 1 though, really. So anyway,
All right. Well, I'm glad we're doing it. Let's keep going.
I'll see
We'll have
what I
this
can
done.
do.
I
I will
bet
show you what I decide to keep.
I bet you before the year's out, we'll have the house done.